Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to have you all here. So thank you all for coming. And before we get started, I want to do a show of hands to see how many of you either have an NFT project already or you're thinking of launching an NFT project. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's amazing. I see that we have a lot of builders in here, and this presentation is right for you. So today we're going to talk about how to build a digital collectible project from scratch, or how many of us know it, NFT project from scratch. So today's agenda, I'm going to walk you through six steps, and somehow I'm going to do this in 10 minutes, so wish me luck. But we're going to talk about, is creating an NFT project is right for you, NFT characteristics, tech requirements, roadmap, community building, and your mint date and beyond. So let's get it going. To start, I want to introduce myself. I'm Gigi. I'm the founder of Crypto Tech Women. We are a Web3 centric brand. We have an NFT project. Through our NFTs, we have a mission to educate and onboard people into Web3. With our NFT, you get access to our educational platform called W3 Learn Academy. We also have access to hundreds of top SaaS tools discounts. And we do really cool in real life events. We have one coming on tomorrow. So if anyone wants an invite, let me know. And let's get it going. So to start off, is creating an NFT project right for you? I'm gonna just put some numbers out here about why you should care. I think if you're all here, I have to say, we're all super early, and we have a lot of opportunities. So I'm just gonna highlight two numbers. One of them is the expected overall value of the NFT market by 2030 is 231 billion, and that's with a B. And second off, the largest sale in an NFT was PAX the merge, and it was 91.8 million pennies, of course, right? So I think we established why you should care. Once you know that you are going to launch an NFT project, it's really important to think about the NFT characteristics that your project is going to have. This will live on forever. It's going to live in the blockchain, so let's make sure that you're launching the right one. First off, you need to know what type of NFT you are going to launch. And yes, there's multiple types. It's not just an NFT. To get started, we have profile pictures and avatars. Those are the most common ones that you see everywhere. That's actually my Crypto Tech Women. It's a really cute one. That's my own collection. We also have music NFTs. That one is from Blau. So if you don't know, like, NFTs can also have music, video involved beyond just being an image. Moving on, we have gaming NFTs. That's from Axie Infinity. We have collectibles like Top Shot. And we also have access passes like Proof. Once you select which type of NFT is right for you, and that will be based on what's your end goal with your project, we have to think about your art style. So obviously, these are centered around PFP avatar projects. That's what we're going to focus on. We have 2D avatars, which are the most common ones. We can see doodles, cool cats, etc. We have 3D art, which is CloneX. This one is one of the most heaviest ones to store. So if you're going to go with 3D art, it's going to be expensive. Next up, we have the pixel projects, which are a feel-good type of project, reminds you of the nostalgia. If anyone is here from the 19th or before, I feel like at Web3, you just never know. And then last one, we have anime project, Azuki. They're really crushing it, right? So we select the type of NFT. We have our art style ready. Let's talk about utility. These are different things. Not all projects need utility, but I do think projects with utility give your holders a reason of why they should continue to hold and not just flip. And some of the most common ones are event access, gaming items, physical products, digital products like you name it, membership, ownership, virtual land. I do recommend you to choose a utility and give your holders a reason to hold. And we also have to consider attributes. Attributes we have is number of traits, rarity total, collection size, scarce assets perform well, right? Price, randomness, inclusiveness. I would love to go more in depth in here, but if anyone has any questions after, feel free to talk to me. But I will highlight scarcity is a huge one that you should consider. I think in the last few years, we've seen a lot of 10,000 projects, like 10,000 size projects. Ours was 8,888, but I do recommend to go with a limited size, even smaller than 8,000. Okay, and then super important, choosing which blockchain is right for you. We launched in Ethereum. After the merge is actually eco-friendly. And we also have Solana, which has low transaction fees, Polygon, most adopted one by big brands, low fees, near instant transactions, but it will be up to you to decide what is important for you. Obviously, Ethereum has the most amount of players on it, but if you are a brand and you care about having just low fees, low transaction, you may want to go with Polygon or Solana. Technical requirements. How many of you here have an engineer on deck? Well, actually, some of you do. But a good thing to know is that you don't need an engineer to do this. I mean, I'm an engineer, so I love hyping them up, but also anyone can do this. First off, you need a website. I recommend Webflow, Wix. Make sure to communicate your mission. What is the value of holding this NFT? Why are you doing this? Who's the team? For the smart contract, if you don't have 100,000 to pay a software engineer that will do it in Solidity, you can also do it with Manifold. It's free, and they have different ways that you can mint your project. So I definitely recommend checking out Manifold for this if you are looking to do it yourself. Super easy, plug-to-play, no-code platform. IPFS and hosting, I recommend you store your images in the blockchain in a decentralized manner. So definitely check out IPFS and the options that they have for you to store your items. I use Piñata, so that's also another option to use. Okay, part 4, roadmap. A roadmap serves the purpose of communicating long-term plans, showing commitment to the project past mint phase, which is when it starts, building excitement for the future, communicating the value of owning the NFT. This is a great example. It's a roadmap that still allows for speculation, but also kind of tells you that there are plans in the moves for, for what's going to happen after the mint. Building a community is really important, and while this is 5, it's actually number 1. You have to start building community before you even have a website. Start your Twitter, start communicating the value of your project. Why should they care? Get on Twitter Spaces, make friends. But community is the number 1 thing. Your project will not succeed if you don't set up a great community. Some tools that you can use: Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Everyone is on Twitter, but if your audience lives outside of Twitter, I want to challenge you to go and engage your audience wherever they're at, meet them where they're at. And communication platforms, most use is Discord, but I've seen communities thrive in Telegram and Geneva. You don't have to do what everyone's doing. Do what's right for you and for your audience. Okay, so we're almost there. To recap, we decided that you are creating an NFT project because you want to be part of this. Second, NFT characteristics, tech requirements, roadmap, and building a community, which is always number 1. And now we're going to go to the mint phase. So minting. This is one of my favorite quotes. It says, by failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail. By failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail. You need to prepare. You need to prepare from day 1. So what are some things that you can prepare on? 1, making sure that your value statement is clearly defined. Testing. Test it. Don't wait till your mint date to find out that there's something wrong with your website. There's something wrong with something. No. You need to test before, and there's so many ways to do that. So I definitely recommend doing that, not one day before, like weeks before. Creating a fun experience for your audience. For your mint phase, maybe you want to do a mint party, do a Twitter space, make it exciting, bring your followers and your community members into an experience for them. Preparing for technical difficulties, it does happen. Big players have them. It doesn't mean you're ruined. You will get through it, but communication is really important. So always be transparent and communicate. And establish what's next. The mint phase is just the beginning. There is so much more to go. I think for me, the mint was just when it started, even though you've done so much work. But make sure that your followers, your community members know that there is a life after the mint and that you're not just going to disappear. It's super important to make sure that your community members know that you are a leader that will continue to support them, no matter if we're in a bear market or not. Somehow I did it in 10 minutes. Thank you so much for everyone for being here.